Writing a cover letter can be a real pain in a certain body part, and you know which one I mean. Then 2 years ago, AI happened, and candidates began to use AI to write cover letters that were beauties to behold. The problem is, if AI can write, AI can also read. So, recruiters started using AI to read cover letters. So you'll be shortlisted, but along with thousands of others. Now, in this scenario, how do you write a cover letter that stands out like a nightingale among crows? Writing a cover letter can be a real pain in a certain body part, and you know which one I mean. So before we begin, let's curse the inventor of the cover letter, which is always very therapeutic to do. It was Dutch boy Pains who on 23rd September 1956 unleashed this horror upon us by placing an ad in the New York Times saying candidates must include a cover letter along with their resume. Now, Dutch boy Paints may not have invented a new shade of purple, but they certainly invented the suffering for candidates. And over the years, managers have begun to use the cover letter to evaluate candidates. Their logic is that if some candidate takes the trouble to write a good cover letter, it shows they're really interested in the job, and therefore they should be shortlisted for the next stage. Then 2 years ago, AI happened, and candidates began to use AI to write cover letters that were beauties to behold, addressed to the right person, irresistible hook to draw the reader in, appropriate use of keywords. The problem is, if AI can write, AI can also read. So, recruiters started using AI to read cover letters. Now, you may be thinking, you're writing the perfect cover letter using AI that AI is trained to admire and shortlisted, so you'll be shortlisted. Yes, but along with thousands of others, everybody is getting shortlisted, at least everybody with an internet connection. So now recruiters have pivoted. They are looking for sincerity, genuine passion, genuine love for the job. So they will ask AI to look for cover letters that are not being written by AI. Now, in this scenario, how do you write a cover letter that stands out like a nightingale among crows? Luckily, you're listening to the right podcast. I have 3 ideas for you. Number 1, take the bull by the horns. Number 2, disguise the use of AI. And number 3, be brutally honest. No, I'm serious. Let me take each. Take the bull by the horns. Your cover letter should have just one sentence. I do not believe in using AI to generate a cover letter because it's unethical. And if I write anything more than this, you will not be sure that I did not use AI. No intelligence, artificial or otherwise, is required to deduce that no AI was used to generate that cover letter. That was number 1. Number 2, disguise the use of AI. In this idea, you use AI to generate the cover letter and ask it to highlight the keywords for you. Then you go and carefully replace each keyword with a non-keyword. To add to your case, put in a couple of typos into the letter and make sure these are blatant, not so subtle ones. For example, you could say, you will not find a gooder candidate than me, or I hardly work on weekdays and weekends. And thirdly, to bolster this idea, add an unnecessary human detail which AI would never do. For example, you could say, I love watching Tom and Jerry cartoons, especially when I'm in the toilet. Now, if you're using this idea, it is very important, please note this down, that you start the letter with this sentence saying, I do not believe in using AI to generate a cover letter because it is unethical. Therefore, this cover letter may not have all the keywords that you're looking for. In fact, I believe it is unethical to use any help. So I have also disabled spelling and grammar check. So if there are a few typos in this letter, please forgive me. Idea number 3, be brutally honest. First, don't use the typical AI generated slop for your purpose. Be honest. Say, my purpose is simply to make money, money, money. Second, write about a more realistic work ethic than the slop that AI would generate. For example, you could say, I love work life balance, and going by the role description, I think I'll get plenty of it in this company. So there you go, three ideas. I suggest you try a different one for each company and then write in to me at justbusinesspodcast@gmail.com with your feedback on what works for what kind of company. After I get millions of such letters, I will analyze them to see which works. I will use AI to do the analysis, of course, and then share back with you which of these three ideas works for which company and which kind of recruiter. So go ahead. All the best.